Hi, this is Dave Slack with Meadows Farms. I'm the perennial and annual buyer for our locations. Wanted to talk to you today about some Heucheras. It's a great shade-loving perennial, kind of taking the place of hosta over the past few years and being the #1 selling shade perennial. We've come a long way in the last 15 years or so. Every garden center used to carry a green and a purple variety of Heuchera. We still do carry the green variety. This one's called Ruby Bells. Makes a very nice shade perennial, as well as the Palace Purple, which is the most popular of the Heucheras. Really got the start for a lot of these other Heucheras that we carry these days. Due to good advancements in genetics, the Heucheras have come a long way in the past 5 years or so. Great breeding companies are coming out with all these different colors, textures, leaf sizes. A couple of these new varieties. This is a Velosa Heuchera. It's a very large green one. The leaves get about 8-10 inches wide, mounds of about 3 foot tall. Really nice big green Heuchera. Lots of different colored Heucheras, the variegation in the leaves and the nice dark veins. You've got Sugar Plum here. It's a Terra Nova Heuchera. Terra Nova's done a wonderful job with promoting these the last few years. There's several colors that are this bronzy copper color. This here is the Southern Comfort. There's also other Heucheras. Here's a Heuchera with crimson curls. It's got the nice crinkled foliage. Heuchera makes a great perennial in the shade. It can tolerate a lot of dryness once it gets established, and therefore makes a good perennial in underneath established trees if you have a raised bed. This one here, Rave On. And Heuchera is great because it sells for its foliage. It really has beautiful foliage. The blooms, as you can see on some of these, have spikes that come up. So it is a nice bloom, but what I like to do is pinch the blooms off after they get to about this stage here, and then it continues to fill out the plant, make a nice full plant. What they've done the past few years, as you can see, here's a citronelle, real bright fluorescent green Heuchera, very nice. Obsidian variety. This one's got a very glossy foliage, really cool. It really shows off in the shade in your perennial beds. They've crossed some Heucheras in the last few years with a Heucherella, and they've come up with a plant that they're calling Heucherellas. So it's a cross between the Heucherella and the Heuchera. Really cool variegations with the dark veins. This one here is called Golden Zebra. Does very nice. There's some colors here. This one is Sweet Tea. You've got different color, and a lot of these Heucheras in the fall, they will change colors too. They have good fall foliage colors. It's been a great perennial for us, not only in the spring and the summer, but also in the fall. A lot of people use them in mixed containers to plant them up with pansies or grasses. And then once you're done with that mixed container, you can plant it in the ground and have a good perennial in your landscape for you. Here's another Heucherella called Tapestry. Again, really cool variegation. Just a really nice perennial. They've got a couple trailing varieties these days too. The Falls series. This one here is Yellowstone Falls. So this one works really well as a mixed container accent plant because it does trail over the edges of your mixed containers. So great shade perennial. Recommend everyone trying some Heucheras in any kind of shady spot you have in your yard.